Hello, good morning, you all. I hope you all are doing well. Students, we are learning lesson number 1, integer. I know this is very a big lesson where we have to remember the rules, the properties and the sign. It is very difficult for you to understand. I am understanding totally what you are feeling when you are learning this. You are sitting at your home, I am sitting at my home, and it is very difficult to communicate because this is a one-way process where teacher is only explaining and where you have to think by your own self that how teacher is solving, what we have to do, and when we are solving by ourselves means in which way we have to think. I totally understand you, but still we are trying to means you are also trying to understand it what teacher is means explaining, and I'm also trying to understanding from your feedbacks whatever you feel. Please put in the feedback box because it is very important. If I am doing mistake, definitely your feedback will help me to overcome my problems, okay? Because if you'll put your message in the feedback box, what will I will do that I will try to solve in your own way, means I will try to explain in your way means in which way you understood. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. So let's start. In last session we have seen the multiplication of integer where I told you that if you are multiplying the two integers, okay, so what you have to do, let's revise what we have learned in yesterday's session. I told you if you are multiplying here in a simply with the help of sign, I am just explaining you the multiplication of integer. Okay, when two integers are there, okay, two integers, and if one is positive, one is negative, one is positive, one is negative, the product is always negative. Remember that the product of one positive and one negative integer is always negative integer. Okay, yesterday means in last session we have learned that. So again I am going to revise, means we are going to revise what we have learned about multiplication of integers. When one positive integer multiplying with the one negative integer, product we get, that is negative integer. Okay, when the two positive integers are there, the product of two positive integer always positive integer. Okay, remember that, it is very important. Okay, so here when you are multiplying two negative number, the two negative number of the product of two negative integer is always positive integer, remember this one is also important. Okay, when you are multiplying three negative integer, okay, when you are multiplying three negative integer, that time the product of three negative integer is always negative integer, when you are multiplying four negative integer, remember the product of four negative integer is always positive integer, that we have learned, everything we have learned in our previous session. Now today we are going to see the properties of multiplication of integers. Now same properties are there where we have learned when we have done the addition and subtraction of integers. Okay, but here slight difference is there. Okay, so let's start to learn properties of multiplication of integers. Now first property is closure property. What this property is saying? This property is saying the product of any two integers is also an integer, and that property is known as closure property. Means ये कह रही है, closure property कह रही है, अगर आप किसी भी नेगेटिव हो या पॉजिटिव हो, किसी भी दो इंटीजर्स को अगर मल्टीप्लाई करते हो, जो भी प्रोडक्ट आता है वो प्रोडक्ट हमेशा एक इंटीजर ही रहता है, and that property is closure property. Okay, so if we consider that A and B both are integers. Okay, both are integers. Then A multiplied by B is equal to C. It means if these two are integers, the product of these two integers also an integer. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say is, अगर किसी भी दो इंटीजर को हम मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, अगर वो दो इंटीजर है तो उनका प्रोडक्ट भी एक इंटीजर रहता है, ये वो प्रॉपर्टी कह रही है. Then we said that this multiplication is closed under this multiplication, we can say that multiplication is closed under this property. Okay, for example, instead of this, if we'll take example of the numbers, okay, if I'll take here 4 multiplied by 5, 4 and 5 both are integer. The product of these two numbers 4 by 5 is equal to 20. This is also an integer. Okay, अगर दो इंटीजर को हम मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, जो भी उसकी वैल्यू आती है, वट एवर द वैल्यू कम्स, वट एवर द प्रोडक्ट कम्स, दैट प्रोडक्ट इज ऑल्सो एन इंटीजर. ओके, हियर वी हैव टेकन द पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स. लेट्स टेक नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स. 8 multiplied by 6. Okay, one positive and one negative and one positive integer is there. Okay, what we have learned, when one positive and one negative integers come, the product of that integer is always negative. So here will come negative 48. If these two are integer, the product of these two number is also an integer, and that property is closure property. I hope you have understood this closure property. Let's see the second property, that is commutativity property. Now second property is commutativity property. Now in this property is saying the product of any two integers remains same in any order. If you change their places, whatever the two integers, if we are taking for multiplication, okay, if you change their place, the original value remains same if after changing their order also. Suppose if we have considered that a and b both are integers, if we multiply them, a and b, okay, so on the first place a is there and the second place b is there, whatever the value come, okay, suppose we consider a multiply b is equal to c, is if we change their order, b multiply a, still we get the same value, that is c. इसका मतलब कम्यूटेटिव प्रॉपर्टी में क्या कहते हैं, अगर आप कोई भी टू इंटीजर्स रहते हो, अगर उनकी प्लेस भी चेंज कर दो तो भी उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्योंकि उसका आंसर हमेशा एक ही रहता है. इन बोथ द ऑर्डर्स, वट एवर ऑर्डर्स यू विल टेक, द आंसर विल रिमेन सेम. सो ऑर्डर डज नॉट मैटर हियर, डज नॉट अफेक्ट ऑन द वैल्यू ऑफ द इंटीजर्स. ओके, सो लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल so you will understood it better. This property is saying the product of an integer does not change its value in any order. In any order, the product of integer does not change, so that means that is commutativity property. Let's take an example here. So if I'll take here 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, so 2 by 3 is equal to 6. If I'll change their places, okay, if I'll write 3 by 2, but still I'll get the same answer, that is 6. So here they are saying whatever the order, whatever the place you will write them, but their value remain same. Okay, let's take one positive and one negative integers. Okay, here I'll take second example. So 3 multiplied by minus 4. So we have learned if one positive and one negative integer is there, the product of both the integer will be negative. So 3 by 4 is equal to 12 and get negative integer. So now we got the minus 12. Let's change their places. Okay, first I'll take minus 4 and then multiply by 3. Again 4 3s are 12 and put the minus sign. So here we have seen after changing their places also we got the same answer, and that property is commutativity property. Now let's see the third property. So the third property is associativity property. In this property you will see the product of 3 or more than 3 integers are there. Okay, so the product of 3 or group of integers remains same in any orders. Here they are saying if we are multiplying where integers are 3 or more than 3 are there, the product will be same, remains same in any order. After changing their places also, the value of all those integer will be same. This property is same. ओके, आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से। यहाँ पे ये प्रॉपर्टी कह रही है, अगर आप मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर रहे हो और मल्टीप्लिकेशन की यहाँ अगर 3 और 3 से भी ज़्यादा अगर इंटीजर लेते हैं, कोई भी इंटीजर, मे बी आप पॉजिटिव इंटीजर ले रहे हो, नेगेटिव इंटीजर ले रहे हो, कोई भी इंटीजर लो, आपकी जो वैल्यू आएगी वो इंटीजर्स की वो सेम रहेगी। अगर आप प्लेस भी चेंज कर दो, इंटीजर की प्लेसेस भी अगर चेंज कर दो तो भी उनकी वैल्यू सेम ही रहेगी, क्योंकि वो ऑर्डर जो है, वो प्लेस जो है, चेंज करने के बाद आंसर को कभी भी चेंज नहीं कर सकती। जो ओरिजिनल आंसर है वही रहेगा। दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज सेम इफ इन जनरल वी कंसिडर दैट A, B, C, these three are integers. Okay, if you multiply them in a different order, okay, so here we are having on my left hand side I am having the equation A multiply bracket into bracket B multiply by C. So this is the one order. Okay, so in this way we can also keep the different integers, and on my right hand side I am having the equation in bracket A multiply B bracket complete multiply by 6. So this is the another order. Okay, so these are the two order where we can keep the numbers or integers to find out the answer. Suppose if I'll on the place of here I'll take the example. Okay, so here I will take first all the positive integers, so you will understood it better. On the place of 5, if I'll take here 5, okay, on the place of A, if I'll take 5 here, so here I will take here 6, okay, multiply by 4. So I will solve this order first, and then let's see is equal to the right hand side equation. So here 5 is there, 5 I will write here. Now whatever the integers are there in the bracket, first I will solve them. So 6 4s are 20. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 20 is equal to, 6 4s are 24. 6 4s are 24. So here 5 multiplied by 24 is equal to 120. Okay, now let's see whatever the answer we got from this equation. Let's see the same answer we'll got in the the whatever we are having the equation on our right hand side, the different order. Here they have said now that if you change their order, the answer will remain same. So let's see the answer will come or not. So here what we have taken as a that is 5. Okay, that is 5 multiply what we have taken B 6. Then what is C? 4. Okay, so here 5 6 are 30 multiply by 4. Okay, 4 zeros are 0, 4 3s are 12. So see student, whatever this property is saying, that is totally true. If we change their places, here on my left hand side the order was different, on right hand side the order means what, their places are different. Okay, here in the first bracket we have multiplied the B and C together first, and in the second order we multiply first A and B together first. So here the orders are different, but order doesn't matter, order doesn't affect on the final answer or the product of the integers. Okay, now let's see the another example of this property where we will take the negative integers, so you will understood. Okay, so students, here I have taken one more example where on the place of A I have taken here -4 multiply B as -7 multiply C as -3. Okay, so I have put all the values on the left hand side equation. Let's solve it, and then whatever the answer come, to verify that we will put all the integers in right hand side equation. So here what we will do first, we will whatever the numbers are there in the bracket, we will multiply them first. So here -4 as it is, write down. Okay, so here two negative integers are there. What we have learned, when two negative integers come, so whatever the product will come, that will be positive integer. Okay, so 7 3s are 21. So here we have to write 21 as it is. Okay, because we have learned when we are multiplying two negative number, the product of two negative number is always positive. Now here one negative number is there, one positive is there, means whatever the product will come of these two integers, that will be negative integers. So 21 multiply by 4, 4 4s are 1, 4 2s are 84. So we got minus 84. Minus 84. Now let's see whatever the answer we got here in the first order, let's see the same answer we'll get in the second order. So here on the place of, I'm going to put all the values in the right hand side equation. So here we take a as minus 4 multiply by minus 7 bracket complete and then minus 3. Okay, whatever the integers we are having in the bracket, first we will solve them. So here again both negative integers are there, the product of both the negative integer is always positive. So 4 7s are 28. Okay, multiply by minus 3. Okay, again here one positive integer is there, one negative integer there. Now product of these two number will be the product of these two number will be negative integers. So here 8 3s are 24, 2 will be here, 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 2 84. See student, from both the order, means from both the equation in different order we got the same answer, that is minus 84, where we can say that this multiplication is satisfying this property, that is associativity property. In this we have learned the multiplication of 3 or the more than 3 integers if you are doing. Okay, so the product of all these 3 or more than 3 integer remain same in any order. So let's see the fourth property for multiplication of integers. Okay, and that is distributive property. Now the fourth property is distributive property. When you are doing multiplication, this property is very important, because in this property two operation involves while we are multiplying the integers. Okay, so first is distributive property involves the addition of integers being multiplied by the another integer, or here we can simply say the whatever the integers come, that integers multiply with the sum of the टू इंटीजर्स, सम ऑफ द टू इंटीजर. इट मीन्स यहाँ पे ये कह रहे हैं कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी में क्या होता है, जो भी हम इंटीजर लेते हैं वो किसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करती है, वो सम के साथ, मतलब जो भी ब्रैकेट में जो भी दूसरे इंटीजर है उनका जो भी सम आता है, जो भी एडिशन आती है उसके साथ हम उसको मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. सो हियर वी आर डूइंग द मल्टीप्लिकेशन विद द सम ऑफ द integers. Okay, so that we have to remember. So here again for the distributive property we are having the two equations that you have to remember, which are related to the distributive property over the addition, multiplication over the addition. We can say multiplication over the addition means while performing multiplication we are multiplying the given integers with the sum of the integers. Okay, I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say is. So on my left hand side you are seeing that a multiply in bracket b plus c. Okay, and on my right hand side you can see is equal to a multiply by b plus a multiply by c. Okay, so already we have considered that a, b, c, these three are integers. Okay, so if I write, suppose this is our integer a is integer which is multiplied with this bracket, and in bracket which integers are there, that is b plus c. It means bracket के अंदर जो भी integer है अगर ये ब्रैकेट को मल्टीप्लाई करती है, इसका मतलब ये होता है, इट मीन्स दैट दिस a इज मल्टीप्लाइंग विद द b एज वेल एज द प्लस a इज मल्टीप्लाइंग विद द c. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इसका मतलब यही होता है, अगर हम वी कैन से दैट a मल्टीप्लाई इन ब्रैकेट b प्लस c इज इक्वल टू a मल्टीप्लाई b plus a multiply by c is the same thing. Sometime in question they will ask you the find the product using distributive property, okay, and they will give you the example. Sometime the example will come in this format, that time what we have to do is, what you have to do is that whatever the example will come, if that example is in this format, this equation format, so we have to convert them into this, okay, and then we have to solve. I hope you are understanding. And when some example will come in the exam or in the your exercise, where you will see the format of that question in this form which I am having on my left hand side, okay, in this form when will come, so that example you have to convert it into and then you have to solve, okay. And sometime the question will come where the example is not in both the form, that time what you have to do, you have to convert that example in the both the equation and then you have to solve. I hope you are understanding. मैंने यहाँ पे ये कहा है कि जब आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी जहाँ पे एडिशन इन्वॉल्व होता है तब क्या होता है, ये दो इक्वेशन वी हैव टू रिमेंबर, ओके, व्हेन वी आर डूइंग द एडिशन, दैट टाइम सम एग्जांपल विल बी देयर, दैट टाइम द फॉर्मेट ऑफ दैट example will be in this form, okay. When the example in this form, that time we have to convert into this. When example of the format of the example if in this form, that time we have to convert into this. मतलब अगर example का format इसमें आता है तो इसमें convert करके solve करना है, अगर इसमें आता है तो इसको इसमें कन्वर्ट करके फिर सॉल्व करना है. अगर दोनों में भी नहीं आता है, अगर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द फॉर्मेट ऑफ दैट एग्जाम्पल इज नॉट with these two formation, so what we have to do, we have to convert it into both and then we have to solve. I hope you are understanding. Let's take a example so you will understood it better. Here first I will take the positive integer so you will understood it better. So here on the place of a, okay, so on the place of a I'll take here 5, okay, and here I'll take here 3 plus 6. Okay, now let's solve this one so you will understood it better. So this integer is going to multiply the sum of these two integer, and this property is distributive property, multiplication over addition, okay. So 3 plus 6 is equal to 9 and then 5. So 5 by 9 is equal to 45, okay. So we got the 45. Now let's put all these integers in this format and let's see what answer come, because here is equal to sign is there. It means the whatever the answer you got from this equation, that answer should be same in this format also, okay. So here as a we have taken 5 multiplied by b is 3, okay, plus again 5 multiplied by 6, okay. So 5 by 3 is equal to 15 and 5 by 6 is equal to 30. So 5 6 are 30. So here 15 plus 30 is equal to 45. So see student, it is very easy once you get understood what this property is saying, and if you are solving the example which are the basis means which are related to this property, okay, so you will definitely understood these property very well. Let's see the same property for the subtraction, where we have to do the subtraction. It means distributive property involves the subtraction of integer being multiplied by another integer. Now let's see the same property, distributive property, but here distributive property involves the subtraction. Means same equations are there, the difference is where we have to do the multiplication with the difference of the integers, okay. So here distributive property involves the subtraction of integers being multiplied by another integer. The same things are there if we are considering a, b, c, these three integers are there. So this a is integer which is multiplied with this bracket. Whatever the numbers, integers are there in that bracket, that a is multiplied with the b as well as multiplied with the c, and the same thing is saying on my right hand side, that if a multiplied by bracket in bracket b minus c is equal to a multiplied by b minus a multiplied by 6 is the same thing. If we put the integers in this equation, will get the same answer from the both the equations. Now here also in example will come in this format also. That time we have to convert into this one. When the example will come in this format, that time we have to convert into this. When the example they will say just find out the product by using distributive property, that time they will give you the numbers, where for example they will directly give it 12 multiplied by 35. So what they will tell you that you find out that 12 multiplied by 35 using distributive property. That time we have to remember that this is not the format where we have seen over here. So what we have to do, we have to convert it into both the format and then we have to solve. Okay, I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. Let's put the numbers in these two equations to understand this property better. So on the place of A I will take here 8, okay, and on the place of B I will take here 12 minus, and C I'll take here 9. Okay, let's solve this one and then we will go to the right hand side equation. So 12 minus 9 is equal to 3, is equal to 3, is equal to 3, multiply by 8. Okay, so 8 3s are 24. So from the left hand side equation we got the answer, that is 24. 24. Now let's see, after change means here we have got the answer 24 from the left hand side equation. Let's put the value, means let's put the integer in the right hand side equation. So here A we are having 8 multiply by 12 minus 8 multiply by 9. Okay, so let's do the multiplication. 12 8s are 96 minus 8 9s are 72. Okay, 2 minus 6 is equal to 4, 7 minus 9 2. So from both the equation we got the same answer, that is 24. So here we have finished all the properties of multiplication of integers. I hope you have understood. Let's take a one rapid recap what we have learned about the properties of multiplication. So first we have seen the closure property. Okay, so in that closure property what we have seen, that closure property is saying that whatever the integers you will take for the multiplication, the product of those integer is also a integer. That property is closure property. मतलब जो भी दो integer लेते हो उसका जो भी value आता है वो भी एक integer रहता है, ये वो closure property कहती है. Now after that commutativity property we have seen. In that they are saying that if you are multiplying any two integers in any order, after changing their order, after changing their places also, you will get the same answer. That is commutativity property is saying. Then we have seen the associative property. In that we have seen if you are multiplying 3 or more than 3 integers, the product of those integers will remain same after changing their places, after changing their orders. Okay, in distributive property we have seen that two operation involves while we are multiplying, that is addition and subtraction also. So first distributive property of multiplication over the addition, where the integers we are multiplying with the sum of the integers. Okay, and in the second where we are doing the subtraction, where the integers we are multiplying with the difference of the integers, and that time we have to remember those equation. Okay, on left hand side what is the equation, on right hand side what is the equation, and we have to put the integer in that format and then we have to solve. Let's see the next important term which is related to the multiplication, and that is multiplication by 0. This term is very important, and we have learned from the I think previous standards. We have learned when you are multiplying 0 with any number, okay, so you will get the 0. So here also the same thing, but here we are learning the integers. Multiplication by 0, we have learned, students, that when we are multiplying any numbers with the 0, we get the 0. So here also the same thing, whenever you are multiplying the integers with the 0 or by 0, so you will get the result that is 0 only. Okay, so here if I take a multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. Okay, and if I change their order, 0 multiplied by a is also equal to 0. Okay, let's put the let's take one more example here. If I take here -7, okay, negative integer if I take and multiply with the 0, that time also we'll get the 0 only. So whatever integers will be there, negative or positive, if you are multiplying with the 0, our result is always 0. The answer, the final answer will be 0. Okay, so here we have learned multiplication by 0. The last term which is very important, and that is multiplicative identity of integers, and that is 1. Okay, and this term is very important, which you have to remember, because whatever we have learned up to this session, everything we are going to use, means where we have learned the multiplication of integer, we have seen how to do the multiplication, the properties we have seen, multiplication by 0 we have seen, everything we are going to use when we solve the exercise 2.3. okay, sorry, 1.3 exercise. When we solve that time, we are going to use all these terms. Okay, let's see the next concept which is related to the multiplication of integers. So the next term is multiplicative identity of integers. Okay, so here they are saying, on multiplying any integer by 1, the result obtained the integer itself. Okay, we have learned this term. Okay, in your previous standards also you have learned, whatever the numbers, whatever the integers, if you are multiplying with the 1, the always the result, the product of those integers after multiplying with the 1 will get the same integer, that number itself we get. Okay, so here let's take an example. If I multiply 9 with the 1, so I will get the 9 only. Okay, 9 ones are 9. If I change their order, if I write 1 by 9 is equal to also 9. Okay, so here let's take a negative integer. If I take -12 multiply by 1, still one positive and one negative integer is there. So what we have to do, our answer will be negative integer, and after multiplying with this number we'll get the same number, that is -12. Okay, so here if we change their place, if I'll write here 1, okay, okay, if we'll change their order also, we'll get the -12 only. Okay, so now one more important thing I want to tell you, here we are multiplying the integers with the 1. Instead of 1, if there is a -1, negative -1 is there, so what we have to do is, so here remember students, when you are multiplying any number or any integers with the -1, you will get the additive inverse. What does it mean, additive inverse? Means suppose if I'll take here -1, okay, multiplying with the 3. Okay, so 3 is positive integers here, positive integer here, and we have learned one positive and one negative integer is there, so the product of those integer will be negative. So here negative sign I have to put, and 1 3s are 3. So here positive and negative integers are there, but their whole numbers are same. It means those are additive inverse. Okay, additive inverse where the sign of the same integers are different. Okay, so here we have seen and we have learned that multiplying 1 with the integer does not change the value, does not change the value of integer. It gets the value get integer itself. Okay, and that is why 1 is multiplicative identity of integer. In exam they will ask you in the fill in the blanks for the step true or false. They will ask you that which one is the number which is multiplicative identity of integers. That time you have to remember that is 1. That is 1. Okay, so students, here we have finished the properties of integers, where we have seen the 4 different properties, and we have also seen the multiplication by 0 and the 1. Now we are going to solve the exercise 1.3, where we are going to use all those properties, all those concepts and terms which we have learned in these and previous session. Okay, so let's start to solve the exercise 1.3. So student, here we are going to start the exercise 1.3, and first question number 1 is find each of the following products. So here so many questions are there where we have to do the multiplication, and first question is 3 multiplied by in bracket minus 1. Now we have learned that any integer, if you are multiplying with the minus 1, so we get the additive inverse, means, and here one positive and one negative integer is there. It means whatever the product will come, that will be negative. Okay, so here we have got that whatever product will come, that will be the negative. So 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3. So here we got the additive inverse of 3, that is minus 3. We have learned before that if you are multiplying any integers with the minus 1, so we'll get the additive inverse of that integer. So here we have learned that if we are multiplying one positive and one negative integer, the answer will come negative integer. Okay, let's see the another example, B1. Now question B is in bracket minus 1 multiplied by 225. Okay, so here negative and positive integer is there, means product of these two integer will be negative integer. And now let's multiply the 225. If you multiply with the 2, the same integer will get, that is 225. Again also we got the additive inverse of 225, which is positive, and this is the additive inverse of 225, that is minus 225. So here minus multiply by plus is equal to minus. Okay, so the negative integer, if you are multiplying with the positive integer, so the product of both the integer is always negative integer. Now let's see the C example. Now C example is in bracket minus 21 multiplied by minus 30. Now students, we have learned that when we are multiplying two negative integers, two negative integers are there, means the product of these two integers will be positive, means here whatever the product will come, that will be the positive integer. Let's do the multiplication for your understanding. I am doing the vertical multiplication of these numbers. Okay, so 0 ones are 0, 0 twos are 0, again 0, 3 ones are 3, and 3 twos are 6. So we got the answer, that is 630. Okay, so 630 is the product of these two integer. Sorry, my marker is not working properly, that's why you are not able to see the numbers properly. So here we got the answer 630. Now let's see the D1 in bracket minus 316 multiplied by 1. Here both the integers are negative, means the product of these two integers will be positive again. Okay, so here what we will do, if you multiply 316 with the 1, will get the same product, but that product will be positive because both are negative integers. Okay, so here 316 will be the number come over here, because we have learned when two negative numbers, if we are multiplying, the product is always positive. I hope you are seeing on the blackboard because my marker is not working properly. So let's see the E example now. Students, here E example here, and here three integers are here. Okay, so here minus 15 is there, multiply by 0, then multiply by minus 18 is there. Okay, so what some students will think, oh, first we will multiply these two integers because they are having they are having same integer, same signs are there, so you can easily multiply them. But here 0 is there, so instead of doing the multiplication of these two numbers, let's what we have learned, if we will take these two, this I'm not writing here because my marker is not working properly, so I hope whatever I'm just explaining you are understanding. If minus 15, if we are multiplying with the 0, what we have learned, if we are multiplying the 0 with the negative or the positive integer, we always get the result that is 0. So here after multiplying minus 15 with the 0, our result will be 0. Okay, our result will be 0, and this 0 again we have to multiply with the 18. Okay, again whatever the answer will come after multiplying this 0, the final answer will be our 0. So final answer of this example will be 0. I hope you are understanding what I am saying, that if we multiply these two, so if we multiply these two integers minus 15 and 0, after multiplying this integer with the 0, our result will be 0, and whatever the result will come of these two integers, that we have to multiply with the minus 18. So again 0 multiplied by minus 18, our result is 0. So here remember students, whenever you are solving the example, just see it in which way you are solving, because always easy ways are also there to solve the example. Now here from the question number 1, we have solved A, B, C, D and E examples. Now after that F, G, H, these example and I, J, you have to solve it as a homework. Very easy examples are there to cross check your answer. When you will get the exercise answers of this exercise, that time you can check your answer whether you have done it correctly or not. If you have done any mistake, so you can get the answer from the given exercise of that answer. Now student, here I will stop here, and in the next session we will continue with this exercise 1.3, and whatever the points I am giving you as a homework, please write it down in your notebook, because it is very important. When you write them in your notebook, when you will solve the example by your own self, that time those points will help you how to solve them and what point you have to remember, because whatever we have learned in the integer, because here you have learned the integer in your previous standard, but here we are moving one step ahead when we are learning the integers. I hope this session will helpful for you to understand the integer, where we have learned the multiplication of integers and their properties.